And we're live. Alright, hi people. This is the RWL's War. I'm Radio. That's Aled, that's Liam, that's Peyton, that's Raul, that's Thomas.
What an intro.
Wait, we're live?
What's up?
Yeah, we're live.
I didn't know that.
What parallel universe is this?
This is a universe where I don't fucking.
What a great intro.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? You want a
Yeah.
fucking all hyped up one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Welcome to the RWL's War! Yeah! Let's go!
Better.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I got guys from WrestleArc here.
I like the title that you've put on the Steam, by the way. What could go wrong?
Everything.
Ah,
Everything went wrong this week.
did
So-
it now.
Hi, people. So this week the shows had to work together,
Yeah.
and before we start, I just want to say fuck Raw and ECPW for what they've done.
We did nothing.
Bullshit! You didn't do nothing.
I cannot be held personally accountable for the things that have been done.
Oh, you mother.
Me and Liam had nothing to do with it. They went into business for themselves.
Oh yeah. So, obviously this week we had to do the wheel thing, which was brand invasion, which is where the
Wheel thing.
shows had to work together to plan and write a show. And it was me and Raul, which was TVW and NNW, ECPW
Hell yeah.
and Raw, which was Liam and Aled, and
Yeah,
then
that's us.
MCW and PCW, which was Noble and Payne. And here's how the standings TVW and NNW finished first with a 5 out of 5 show, which I'm shocked.
Every single rating was 5.
Raw and ECPW finished second, and MCW and PCW finished third.
What are you saying, PCW?
Huh?
You're saying PCW is CPW.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Shut up, you're in third. No, just kidding. Anyway. No, I'm joking. But yeah, so we're gonna go through the shows, and then of course we're gonna talk about the upcoming War Games pay-per-view.
War games.
Yep.
I'll explain how that goes.
War games.
We got a few teams done already. We just need one show's peoples, but we'll probably get that later. But all right, so we're gonna start with the number one. So Raul and myself.
Yeah, because we're better than all of you.
I didn't say that, but
You're stealing one of your Hesslers' catchphrases now. Cute.
Okay.
So yeah, Raul, you wanna?
Sure.
You were the one that wrote everything. I just helped book the show.
Yeah, that's fine. Hang on a minute. Just doing something here.
Let's go all the way to the flipping
Cool.
top.
Right, here we go. Let me get my phone. So,
What do you want to talk about?
So, what do you want to talk about? I want to talk about how we cooked.
Raul, we ready?
I mean, look, unless he's having Wi-Fi issues or
I'm
something.
here. I'm here. Don't worry.
Oh, here's
I'm
it,
right
okay.
here. So, TVW and NNW, we've named the show Borderlines because NNW New York, TVW in Slough.
Yeah,
Well,
I
get it.
headquarters in Slough, Borders Yeah, whatever. The show is emanating from the arena as TVW and NW join forces to present the first ever edition of Borderlines.
Yeah.
We start the show off with Wade Barrett.
Oh, he's back.
Wade Barrett returns.
Yeah.
So, Commissioner Brandon's music hits as he walks out to a thunderous pop, and GM Rahul's music hits
Boo.
after he
Yeah.
walks out to an also thunderous pop.
Boo the
Ring
commissioner. Yeah, the PM.
Fuck you.
Ring announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Commissioner Brandon and GM Rahul. The crowd erupts as they walk to the ring together. Brandon says, "Welcome everybody to Borderlines.
Yeah. Welcome to Borderlands.
Boo. Boo.
We are live to millions around the world as NNW and TVW join forces to bring you what the very best offers from across the pond. TVW and NNW are proud to be together to bring you what I'm sure will be a great show."
Yes, every competitor in that locker room tonight. And tonight you will see interbrand matches as well as some amazing talent on screen. Just amazing talent.
Boo, Brandon.
Yeah, fuck you.
Brandon is right. When you represent your brand, every competitor matters. And guess who shows up?
Who?
Wade Barrett.
Yay.
Yeah.
He steps onto the stage in his ring gear, intense and focused, but smiling to be back inside the arena. He enters the ring and stands between Brandon and Rahul. As you are all aware, Wade Barrett has been medically cleared and will be taking on Martin Kirby tonight.
Oh, God.
But as you are all also aware, this will be the last time you see Wade Barrett for a while. With the
Boo.
confession last week, next week, and the week after, Wade Barrett will be suspended. In addition to this, Wade Barrett will not be able to put his hands on MJF until after War Games.
Boo.
I personally think this is bullshit and a drastic waste of company resources.
You shut the fuck up.
Wade says, hey, actions have consequences and I respect Commissioner Brandon's decision. But to the matter at hand, and MJF music hits as he struts to the stage alongside Ethan Page with in-ring gear laughing already. The crowd boos and chants you suck over again to both MJF and Ethan Page.
It's a bit mean.
Ethan Page says, Max, look at these gentlemen. And there's even a special guest. Welcome to England, Brandon. I'm sure just like us, you hate it here.
I never said that.
MJF says, Wade, buddy, welcome back. I gotta say, you look great for a guy who's in his mid-50s.
Damn.
I'm about to verify his age right now.
He's not in his mid-50s, I'm just saying. The crowd continues to boo as MJF and Ethan Page continue to walk to the ring. MJF says, come on, Wade, hit me and see the consequences.
Ooh.
Wade walks to the ring, calm and collected. He says, enjoy the jokes because I didn't come out here to threaten you. But since you're out here, I might as well tell you now. MJF, at War Games, you are representing TVW inside War Games.
Yeah.
Oh.
MJF, me? And he starts laughing and looks directly at the GM and says, you're welcome. Wade says, no, you're not being rewarded, you're being tested. Max, this wasn't your choice. At War Games, you don't fight for yourself, you fight for TVW. And then I say, oh, and since you're out here, not only are you in tonight's main event, you're in the opening match as well.
What?
Yeah.
What?
What?
Remember when I said both of you are in the tag team tournament? Well, I found some partners who can't wait to tear you both apart. Brandon, care to do the honors?
Of course, without further ado, MJF, Ethan Page, your opponents are...
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jungle Express from NNW.
The dinosaur.
Yeah.
The dinosaur and the Jungle Boy.
Jungle Life.
Yes. So, then we move on to the first match, where we see Jungle Express, as we mentioned, taking on MJF and Ethan Page. So, As the bell rings, Jungle Express starts fast and confident with quick tags, double team, hip tosses, and an assisted dropkick from Jungle Boy Jack Perry to send MJF out the ring. MJF rolls back in and tags Paige, not out of fear but out of awareness. Paige comes in and stages things with power. Both Jungle Express keep tagging each other in, never letting Paige settle. They hit a tandem flapjack and splash combo, and Paige kicks out at 2. Paige tags in MJF, and he slows the pace down with smart grappling, grounding the match. He tags Paige in, and he begins targeting the midsection of Luchasaurus, but Jungle Express continues to hit double team moves, breaking the rhythms of MJF and even Paige. However, Paige hits dropkick and snap DDT on Luchasaurus and goes for a tag, but MJF doesn't see it, and Jungle Express capitalize and nearly win as MJF keeps on apologizing to Paige.
Wow.
By the way,
bit of miscommunication.
How did you get MJF to wrestle twice in one night?
You'll see.
Because he's forced to.
Oh. But it's MJF.
Just as simple as that.
Isn't he better than you and you know it?
Well, I'm better than him and he knows it.
Ooh.
Jungle Express capitalized by hitting double super kicks, a running knee from Jack Perry, and a pop-up cutter. MJF kicks out at 2 and barely breaks the count. Well, MJF barely breaks the count because he came in to break up the pin. MJF pulls Paige to safety as they regroup on the floor, breathing heavy. And back in the ring, Jungle Express goes for their finisher again. This time, Paige blocks Luchasaurus, and MJF pulls Jack Perry away from the apron and takes advantage. MJF eats forearms from Jack Perry and stumbles, as well as Paige absorbing a kick from Luchasaurus, but still pushes Luchasaurus back into the corner. Paige hoists Luchasaurus up for the Ego's Edge, and Jack Perry comes in to help Luchasaurus, but MJF tags in and uses the diamond ring to knock Jack Perry out cold, with the referee not paying attention to it. Paige hits Ego's Edge on Luchasaurus, and MJF goes for a jackknife cover for the 3 count. So MJF and Ethan Page advance.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
MJF and Page don't celebrate as they exchange a quick look, with MJF mouthing, "We're better than all of you," as they both exit together.
And better than you.
Yes. Right. We move on to match 2 with El Grande Americano's Open Challenge.
What's this radio's idea?
Yes.
This was him, wasn't it? Yes. I thought
Listen,
so.
I saw he had one of the most terrific talents for this.
Shut up.
So, El Grande Americano enters to confident reaction with a microphone in hand. TVW. This is what he says. TVW, NNW is here to represent. So to any TVW talent in the locker room who wants to test themselves against me, the challenge is open. Guess who answered the open challenge?
Oh,
James Ellsworth.
Chicks McMahon.
Hey, he did beat AJ Styles 3 times.
Yeah. He walks out serious to cheers from the crowds with no comedy and full of confidence.
Oh.
As the bell rings, Ellsworth surprises everyone early and hits an early and quick arm drag, followed by a low drop kick and rolls up Americano. Americano kicks out quickly at 1.
Oh.
Good.
He responds with a clean takedown, body lock throw, and chop to the chest, keeping the match crisp and controlled. Ellsworth absorbs the punishment but keeps fighting and slipping out of holds and grabbing the ropes, finally showing some ring awareness.
Yeah.
Ellsworth slips out of another hold and hits a sunset flip on Americano. 1, 2. Americano kicks out.
Damn it.
Ellsworth immediately follows with a running forearm and a bulldog as the crowd starts to rally behind him. Ellsworth signals for the finish for the no chin music. Well, no chin music with a springboard in it, because he goes for a springboard move, but Americano catches him mid-air and transitions into a spinning slam, and Ellsworth hits hard. He picks Ellsworth up, pushing him into the turnbuckle, and hits a rolling German suplex. 1, 2, 3.
I didn't hear no chin music. That's impressive.
Yeah. Post-match, El Grande Americano helps James Ellsworth to his feet and nods in approval before he exits the rings and walks to the back.
Yeah.
Oh,
James Ellsworth.
Okay.
James Ellsworth getting a lot of TV time.
James Ellsworth has improved.
Indeed.
Any man with
Right.
two hands has a fighting chance.
Promo number 3.
Yeah, so Kenny
Sorry, I meant
comes
promo
out.
number 2.
Yeah, so Kenny Omega comes out with Hangman. Yeah.
Hangman Man, Adam
Yeah.
Page.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Honestly. You wanna know you guys are a bunch of cunts. I want that to be known right now. Anyway,
Thank you.
so
Appreciate it.
We did nothing.
you wanna fuck you, Liam. I'm picking your people for war games. Anyway, so
Okay.
this is TVW, where the best come to show off their talents and prove to everyone why they are worthy of championship gold. Well, for weeks I've heard that one man was going to bring wrestling back to the mountaintop again. Well, when I heard that NNW and TVW were colliding, I knew it was fate that we would meet again. Brian Danielson, you and me have
Uh-oh.
some unfinished business. So why wow, I fucked up on that too.
English
Why
radio.
don't you and me make history tonight and you go one-on-one with the best bout machine right here, right now.
Kenny vs. Danielson for free.
Yeah.
For free?
For free?
That's a proper Russell wank if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen.
So he called out Brian Danielson, and Brian Danielson does come out with Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh.
What?
For free?
Yeah.
So the bell rings and the crowd is electric. Both Omega and Danielson lock up immediately with smooth wrist controls, headlocks, and quick counters as neither man gives an inch. Danielson targets the arm early, hitting short kicks and locking in tight holds, and Omega answers with English. Omega answers with explosive escapes and a snap arm drag. Omega picks up the pace and hits a sharp knee lift, followed by running corner attacks and a missile dropkick. He covers and Danielson kicks out at 2.
Yeah.
My voice hurts. Danielson responds with rapid kicks to the chest, a roundhouse kick, snap German suplex, and a basement dropkick as Omega crumples to the floor. Page offers advice, but Danielson hits a suicide dive. Page just about manages to move out of harm's way, but Omega takes all the impact.
Damn.
Danielson rolls Omega back into the ring. Immediately hits the V trigger on Danielson.
No.
I'd be
1,
on.
2, Danielson kicks out.
Ah.
Omega gets Danielson up and sets up for the one-winged angel, but Danielson counters and hits a regal plex and goes for a roundhouse. Omega counters and hits a dragon suplex, but when he tries to get Danielson up, Danielson traps Omega into the label lock.
God damn it, Kenny.
Holy moly, fucker.
Omega scrambles after a struggle and gets to the bottom rope as both Page and Nakamura pound the apron to root each other on. Danielson unleashes the yes kicks, but Omega refuses to stay down. He ducks the roundhouse kick and hits a snapdragon suplex, and hits another V trigger.
Yes.
He sets Danielson up for the one-winged angel, but Danielson wriggles out, lands on his feet, and hits the running knee.
God damn it.
1, 2, Omega kicks out.
Yes.
Danielson can't believe it and immediately goes back to the arm and locks in the label lock again. Omega fights and is very close to tapping but reaches the ropes just in time.
Ugh, Kenny.
Danielson sets up for the running knee again. He charges. Omega counters with a V trigger again.
Oh.
Omega hauls up an exhausted Danielson for the one-winged angel in the center of the ring. And it connects. 1, 2, 3. Omega beats Danielson.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, post-match, both Page and Nakamura slide in to check on their partners as Omega rises to his feet. He walks to Danielson and Nakamura and offers a hand, which Danielson accepts as all 4 men show respect. Omega nods once as all men exit the ring.
Very nice.
So yeah, Kenny Omega has beaten Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
Finally.
Crazy.
Match number 4 now. And guess who this is?
Who?
It's Wade Barrett.
Yay!
Hey.
It's Wade Barrett versus Martin Kirby. If you remember last week, Simon Miller challenged Wade Barrett on behalf of Martin Kirby.
Why? Here's why.
Because Wade Barrett broke Martin Kirby's jaw. And somehow, Martin Kirby has been cleared to compete.
Yikes.
Goddamn,
Yeah.
Twitter is down. I'm mad now.
Oh no. Anyway, back to the show. Martin Kirby enters with his jaw heavily taped, clearly not 100%. Simon Miller is animated next to him, trying to hype him up and interact with the crowd. Barrett's music hits and the reaction is loud.
Yeah,
I would imagine it is because it's Wade Barrett.
it is.
Okay. So as the bell rings, Kirby tries to start fast, throwing cautious forearms, clearly protecting the jaw. Barrett absorbs them without flinching and then answers with a shove that sends Kirby stumbling. He takes control with a side headlock, with Kirby screaming in pain, clubbing blows to the chest and a clean slam followed by a knee drop. Kirby tries to fight back, but won't throw punches, relying on kicks and desperation roll-ups for 2 counts. Barrett notices Kirby's jaw and backs Kirby into a shoulder, into the corner, I was supposed to say here, driving a shoulder into the midsection, then snaps him down with a backbreaker. Kirby clutches the jaw instinctively after a glancing forearm as panic sets in, with Simon Miller shouting encouragement to his tag team partner, pacing the apron. Suddenly, MJF appears on the stage alongside Ethan Page, clapping slowly with a smug grin to the crowd's disapproval.
Oh, what a bitch.
He shouts towards the ring, "Easy their ways, remember the rules." Barrett turns his head for half a second and walks towards the ropes, but does not take the bait. Instead, Barrett turns back and levels Kirby with a big boot, with MJF's smile fading. Barrett heads to the corner and sets his elbow guard from black to red. Guess what's coming?
Uh-oh.
He circles his arm, measuring Kirby. Ball, hammer, elbow. However, Barrett pulls it slightly, connecting to the upper chest, not the jaw. He doesn't want to risk further punishment from the commissioner. Kirby crumples to the mat. 1, 2, 3. Wade Barrett wins.
Yeah.
Post-match, Simon Miller slides in to check on Kirby as Barrett stands tall. MJF laughs sarcastically from the stage, but stopped when Barrett slowly turns and stares straight through him. Barrett mouths soon as MJF and Ethan Page back up, talking to each other as the show fades to black. 4 adverts, not to the end of the show. Right. Match number 5.
The greatest match ever. The greatest match we'll ever book.
Oh,
It's the heart of the Northern New York Championship.
Yes.
It's Danhausen, the champion,
Yes.
versus Grado.
It's your shield.
Oh, God.
right.
It's your shield.
Danhausen enters first with theatrical menace.
Radio said this was match of the. Radio said this was match of the year, by the way.
It is.
It's not.
How dare you?
Scratch that's the greatest match of all time.
Are you guys forgetting Grado versus Adam Pacitti last week, or a couple of weeks ago?
Yes.
Yeah, Radio.
Nope.
Anyway,
How is he anyway?
Danhausen enters first with theatrical menace, teeth bared, and cursed fingers ready, posing with the heart of NNY Championship and soaking in chants.
Man.
Grado's music hits, and the place erupts as the crowd starts to sing along to Madonna.
I hear your voice. It's like an
When you call
angel's
my
cry.
name.
It's like a little breath.
He dances all the way down, slapping hands and soaking in the moment. Despite the fact that he's in the semi-finals of the TVW Television Championship Tournament, he gets a title match straight away.
Yep. Makes sense.
Which, therefore, I'm going to give some breaking news, by the way, after this match. As the bell rings, both competitors circle each other. Danhausen raises his fingers to curse Grado. He immediately covers his eyes, peeks through his fingers, then shrugs, showing no effect. Danhausen looks offended as Grado offers a handshake. Danhausen studies it, then shakes with both hands, nodding solemnly. Danhausen tries a slow-motion chop, with Grado leaning into it, inviting more punishment. Grado blocks the chop and attempts a dance-off, with Madonna's Like a Prayer playing around the arena as the crowd starts singing along again.
I feel like I should have been here for this match in real life if it were to ever happen, and this particular sequence was to be a thing.
Yeah. Danhausen does an awkward shuffle, then stops and curses again, locking in a headlock on Grado, and Grado counters into a hip toss.
I can just picture the song being scratched off like a record. Just go, when that happens.
Yeah. Grado follows up with a snap suplex and a running senton and goes for the cover. Danhausen kicks out at 2. Grado looks shocked, but Danhausen fires back with a clothesline, running boot in the corner, and a basement dropkick. Danhausen goes for the cover, but Grado kicks out at 2. Grado signals for the Grado driver. He hoists Danhausen up. Danhausen wriggles free, rolls through, and hits a cradle. Grado kicks out at 2. The crowd pops as Danhausen pops up, eyes wide, and immediately curses again. The lead's gone. A lead's back. Grado gets up and charges. Danhausen sidesteps and snaps on the Goodnighthausen. Grado fights and reaches and almost escapes, but Danhausen rolls through and tightens the submission hole, and Grado has no choice but to tap out.
Yeah.
What a match!
No,
Match of the century.
they don't watch in England.
Post-match, Danhausen releases the hold immediately and helps Grado up. They stare at each other and Grado offers a handshake and Danhausen accepts it.
Nice.
Fair. That should have been the main event.
Well, the main event is a very interesting one. But before the main event, we've got one final match and a promo to go through.
Yes.
So, match number 6, we see Chris Statlander and Roxanne Perez taking on AJ Lee and a mystery partner.
Oh.
Chris Statlander and Roxanne Perez are already in the ring when AJ Lee makes her entrance alone, confident and smiling, enjoying the suspense. She takes the mic briefly. I couldn't really think of anything else to say, so this is just a very simple line. AJ Lee says, "I need a partner, and my partner knows how to be dominant." She points to the stage, and TVW's Kaylee Ray storms out.
Damn.
The crowd explodes as AJ Lee grins as Kaylee Ray walks to the ring. AJ starts off against Roxanne with sharp mat wrestling, snap headlock takedowns, and quick pins. Perez counters with speed, tagging in Statlander for power. She overpowers AJ briefly, tossing her into the corner and controlling the pace, and AJ escapes and tags Kaylee Ray.
Yeah.
She enters aggressively with forearms, snap suplexes, and a running boot into the corner. Statlander absorbs all the punishment and answers with a power slam, bringing Roxanne down with a double team. Statlander and Perez work seamlessly, isolating Kaylee Ray and keeping AJ on the apron. However, Kaylee Ray fights free with a headbutt and makes the tag. AJ comes in fast with a running knee, corner forearms, and a spinning backbreaker as she locks eyes with Roxanne. Statlander tries to interfere, but Kaylee Ray cuts her off with a shotgun dropkick, sending her out of the ring. Roxanne staggers to her feet, and AJ hits the Shining Wizard. She waits for Roxanne to get to her feet and locks in the Black Widow. Roxanne fights for a moment, but has to tap out.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Tapped.
Post-match, AJ releases the hold and celebrates. Kaylee Ray stands back, arms folded as both AJ and Kaylee Ray nod at each other, with Kaylee Ray leaving the ring without celebration. She's focused solely on the TVW Women's Championship tournament.
Fair enough.
Okay, now we move on to the final promo before the main event.
Yeah.
So, MJF confronts GM Rahul and Commissioner Brandon.
Uh-oh.
The GM sits behind his desk with Commissioner Brandon beside him, arms folded, confident, and smiling. So, Brandon, it's confirmed. Representing TVW for the Women's War Games is Chelsea Green.
Ah, good pick.
Chelsea.
She had a good showing in the first week and feels kind of lost, so I think this is a good way to show she can still belong.
She fits it perfectly and will work well with the team.
Suddenly, the door slams open as MJF and Ethan Page storms in uninvited.
Classic.
Page says, "Are you kidding us? You're making Max wrestle twice in one night and also choosing to represent the men's war games?" I respond, "This is a private meeting. Please leave." MJF says, "Oh, spare me. You sit back here playing chess with your enforcer who, thank God, isn't here now. And you two play chess with my career while I'm the one carrying TVW on my back."
You don't carry TVW. You represent it because your GM told you to.
MJF leans in close to the GM and says, "You're trying to break me." The GM responds, saying, "No, Max, we're testing you. War Games isn't about ego. War Games isn't about ego. It's about trust. It's about control under pressure."
And right now, you're failing the simplest test of following instructions.
MJF screams and responds, "I am the instruction manual. I'm the biggest star either of your companies have. If I walk," and the GM interrupts him saying, "then you don't walk into War Games."
You don't choose your role. You don't choose your teammates. You earn the right to stand there.
MJF says, "So what happens if I win tonight?" Then the GM responds saying, "Then you prove you belong. But if you lose, War Games won't be your biggest problem." MJF responds by saying, "Fine, I'll play your game, and I'll do one better. I'll go out there myself. I don't need anyone to be in my corner, so Ethan, you stay back here." MJF points to the commissioner and the GM and says, with one final word, "But remember, when I win War Games, this office becomes my office."
Want to bet, bitch?
Damn.
MJF storms out, slamming the door behind him. Page says, "I'm sorry for him. He tends to be," and the GM cuts him off by saying, "Enough, Ethan. You're fined again. Get out of here."
Ooh, he got.
Damn.
Why is he
Fine.
fine? MJF's the one that has an issue. Why is Ethan fined?
Oh, because Ethan Page is the one that spoke first.
As
If MJF spoke first, then he'd be fined, but Ethan Page was the one that spoke first.
Sure.
So yeah, Ethan Page got fined.
It does
Ethan
look like
Page-
Ethan Page and MJF are like calling both of you out, though. You know.
Well, they keep on doing that.
Well, he's gonna hate.
Wade
what
Barrett
I
will
do
have
at
some
War Games.
fun.
He's gonna hate what I do at
Anyways.
War Games,
Well, anyway, the main event. MJF is taking on a mystery opponent. Ooh. MJF walks out to the crowd booing. MJF walks out to the crowd booing. He enters the ring and grabs a mic. He says, "So this is it. Another mystery opponent. Another attempt to embarrass me. Whoever you are, just know you're about to share the ring with the best wrestler in the world."
Ah,
Who do you think his opponent is?
Nah.
seeing as you emphasize best, then yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, as Liam said, the static hits the arenas and the crowd explodes. CM Punk is here. He steps onto the stage, no rush, no smile, eyes locked on the ring as MJF confidence evaporates immediately. Punk enters the ring and he and MJF stands inches apart. No words, no shove, just tension. As the bell rings, they circle each other. MJF smirks and backs away, trying to bait Punk, but Punk doesn't bite. They lock up. Punk immediately controls with a headlock takedown. MJF scrambles, frustrated. He escapes and hits cheap shots with a chop to the throat, legal but nasty. Punk absorbs it and fires back with stiff forearm. The crowd roars and chants, "This is awesome." Clap, 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 clap.
Already?
MJF targets Punk's knees, with a chop block and relentless stomps. He attempts to lock in the figure 4, but Punk kicks him off, but MJF stomps on the knee, slowing the match, talking trash the entire time. MJF shouts at Punk and says, "You're not that guy anymore." Punk responds with a snap power slam, a running knee into the corner, and a short arm clothesline. Momentum swings constantly as Punk hits the Pepsi twist and MJF kicks out barely.
Ooh.
MJF hits a heat seeker out of nowhere. 1, 2, Punk kicks out. MJF panics as he argues with the referee, shouting that it was 3. He turns around, high kick. Punk hoists MJF up for the GTS, but MJF slips out and locks in the Salt of the Earth armbar. The crowd is losing it as Punk grimaces, crawls, and reaches the ropes. MJF screams in frustration and charges. Punk ducks him, spins him, and hits the GTS.
Yeah.
MJF collapses on top of him, and Punk smiles and hoists MJF up again. A second GTS. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, CM Punk is
God
beating
damn it.
MJF.
Mhm.
Yikes.
Anyways, post-match, MJF sits up slowly, eyes wide. Punk stands, breathing heavy, staring down at him, not gloating, just firm. Commissioner Brandon's music hits as he walks out, joined by GM Rahul.
Well, Max, you wanted to know who the best in the world is? Well, he's standing above you.
Brandon gestures to Punk.
Oh, by the way, this isn't going to be the last time you both share the ring together. Because at
Oh?
War Games, CM Punk will represent NNW.
Oh.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, ECPW, CPW, and MCW are screwed.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
final shot sees
Yeah,
Punk standing tall.
But can MJF and CM Punk coexist? Maybe them two will cost the team the match.
And then Alez will not be happy.
And
Anyways,
then Sheamus will just be like, what the fuck?
yeah. The final shot sees Punk standing tall and MJF on his knees, staring up, genuinely shocked. Punk looks down at him and says quietly but clearly, "Welcome to the war," as the show fades to black. That's the end of the show.
Yeah.
Well done.
Okay.
Well done.
Thanks, Peyton.
Nice. So,
So,
alright,
yeah. So now not MJF. Wade Barrett is now suspended, right?
Yes.
That's
Maybe.
sad.
He is suspended. You said it.
You'll see.
Yeah, you have said it.
You'll see. I got plans for that boy.
Oh god.
Okay.
Lord.
Are you taking Wade Barrett away from me?
We'll see.
Just take Wade Barrett completely away. It's like, get out.
TBW won't survive without Wade Barrett.
Yeah, they need him to enforce.
They also need him to just make us happy.
So, thoughts on the show? How was it?
It was
I thought
great.
it was
great.
I thought it was fun. Yeah.
It was fun.
I particularly liked the. I like the Omega Danielson thing. I like that MJF competed twice in one night. I also liked Danhausen and Grado, probably my favorite thing to read the entire time. Just very funny. Match of the century. Over there, I've said it. And then, yeah, I think, MJF and CM Punk being in War Games together, it's a very interesting prospect.
Yes.
God damn it.
Any critiques? Any critiques?
Not for me.
Not for me either.
Yeah, I gave it 5 stars because,
Yeah, I
very
gave it 5
cohesive.
stars too because
Give it
I
5. It's
found everything wrong with it, to be fair.
very cohesive from top to bottom. So, although if I had to say, if I had to say one thing,
Yes.
it's there was only one women's match on the show. That's fine. Your show is your show. That's okay. And you did feature 2 people from either brand on either side of those teams, and that's cool. But yeah, maybe if it's me, maybe one more women's match. I don't know.
Alright. Alright, now we go to the second place, which is this fucking bullshit that we call Raw and ECPW. These motherfuckers. I am so mad at both of you right now. I don't
Liam,
know.
you just called it. You called it bullshit, mate.
Well, it's not
I-
bullshit. If it was so bullshit, why did you rate it 5 stars? There we go. I'm
Yeah.
about to expose you, huh? Why'd you rate it 5 stars if it's bullshit?
We cooked, and you know it.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, yeah, you
three out of
cooked,
the 4 of
yeah.
you.
Yeah, you
3 out of the
guys
4 of
cooked
you.
all right.
Yeah, but let me remind you, 3 out of the 4 of you gave it 5 stars. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, stay in your lane.
Anyway, shall we begin?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
What the fuck?
if I could, fuck it, there it is. The ECPW X Raw Super Show is called Keep Your Friends Close.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's the title of the episode. It's not a ECPW episode 4 or 3 or whatever it is by now. I have no idea. I've lost count. Killed me. Anyway, the opening titles start the show with compilations of wrestlers making their entrances, torn into the crown, and action shots quickly changing second by second. This shows who I don't know why I said who. Again, apparently English apparently fails me at this occasion as well, and I've only
Dang.
just started reading it. What fans can expect to see, what they're in for in Essex County Pro Wrestling. With the stars of Led Thomas's Raw joining the show tonight, what lies ahead? So in match number 1 is a cross-brander. We have the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Usos, defending against ECPW's Aussie Open. So that's Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso versus Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis. And the opening result is, well, of course, obviously, they all make their entrances and stuff. The opening result is Aussie Open defeat the Usos to win the Raw Tag Team Championships.
What the fuck?
What?
What?
So yeah, this is an all-time tag team classic. Both teams complement each other so well, with both being well-oiled machines, and it lived up to the initial hype. Davis and Jimmy start the match with Dungzilla getting the upper hand early on with his power and delivering a flurry of offense. The middle period, after plenty of tags in and out with different pairings going back and forth, as well as some tag team brilliance sprinkled in between with tight near falls, sees Jimmy and Davis do a double down. They both get the hot tag to the partners, with Jay firing off with a comeback, concluding with a hip attack in the corner for a 2 count. The finish feels quite nicely, with both teams now rising to their feet, nose to nose, and trading strikes before Jimmy, Davis, and Fletcher spill to the outside. Jay, who is in the middle of the ring, shoots off the ropes and suicide dives onto Aussie Open and throws Fletcher back into the ring. However, Davis holds Jimmy's ankle, who is attempting to go to the top rope looking for an Uso splash, following Jay downing the Proto style, that being Kyle Fletcher, with a super kick after a strike exchange. He gets accidentally caught by his brother's super kick after Davis moves. This clears an opening for Fletcher, who blasts Jay with his running corner kick and delivers a brainbuster to Jay to secure the victory, and Aussie Open are the new Raw Tag Team Champions. A shock to the core of RWL, as the different brands' championships are owned by another's competitors.
What the fuck?
Shock number 1. Complete. In the
Yeah.
bag, bruh.
Number 1.
Yeah.
We got a lot more to come, boy.
Yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah.
No. Yeah.
No, he's not here.
Yeah, he's not on my brand, he's not on his brand. We'll just stop you right there.
Okay, good.
Okay, so in the second match, it's a special singles match. It's another cross-brand one. You have Stephanie Vaquer of Raw versus Timeless Tony Storm of ECPW. And in this match, the result is Timeless Tony Storm defeats her via disqualification.
What?
Another cross-brand affair. This match
Yeah.
is a showcase of 2 of the best women's wrestlers in the
that's
world, with Vaquer presenting a combination of technical prowess and high-flying brilliance, while Storm presents her own unique brand of wrestling in tune with her gimmick, while also demonstrating sheer brutality and technical ability of her own. The mission portion sees Storm in control, who has just driven Vaquer into a seated position in the corner with an explosive suplex, with Lappy Mirror then finding herself in a seated position. Storm goes to the opposite corner and delivers the hip attack on Storm Zero for a tight 2.9 kick out, much to her surprise. Things really ramp up towards the finish, with Vaca mounting a comeback of moves, including 2 flying lariats and a Hurricane Runner. La Primera, I said mains control, I should have said maintains as well, I was trying to say that. Maintains control, calling for the fans to recognize she's going for the Devil's Kiss. She slams Storm's head into the mat several times over. Ad-libs, please. Completing the move and looks to go to the top rope, delivering a corkscrew moonsault. But Storm counters this into the big package, so a small package, out of desperation, which brings about another tight kick out at 2. A Storm sizes up Vaca for another hip attack variant. As she charges in, she's blasted from out of nowhere by a ginormous woman. The very same from a vignette advertising their arrival weeks ago. It's Bozilla, Germany's biggest women's prospect in years. Storm is awarded the disqualification victory as a result, but the Giant continues to beat down Storm following the match and completes the post-match angle with a muscle buster and a Vader splash. Bozilla stands tall, pointing towards a grounded Timeless One as the feed face the black and heads to commercial break.
Oh, Stephanie was like, I'm getting out of here.
Shot number 2, back-to-back, complete.
Yeah, Vader was like, who's Bozilla?
I had
Yeah,
to Google her.
She actually did wrestle on the Forbidden Door, by the way, last year. In August. Yeah, I saw her in person. She is ginormous.
Wait, which match was it?
The TBS Championship one. So that was Mercedes Moné, obviously the champion. Alex with Windsor, Persephone, and Bozilla. Anyway, after we return from a commercial break, we hear a familiar Scottish accent filling the arena with words of rage and frustration. The camera then pans to Drew McIntyre walking through the crowd as he hops a barricade and gets into the ring.
Yeah.
McIntyre says how frustrated he is with how things have been going on Raw recently, and that he's been screwed time after time by Aled Thomas, who's not been giving him the right sort of opportunities. He continues to blame the system that is the RWL, and he believes everything is a lie, a farce, and how that is working against him at every turn. He says when you give the nerds the ability to play God, the bigger stars get pushed to the side and forgotten about. The Scottish Warrior says that because he's so angry, he wants to face someone, whether that be from Raw or ECPW, just so he can kick somebody's ass and eventually get back to his real mission, challenging the system and winning championships. Liam Warren comes out and says he's received word from Aled Thomas that he has agreed to sanction this open challenge, but the opponent would be of his choosing. Warren points towards the entranceway, saying it will be this man.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, it's not halfway.
Drew McIntyre's opponent is Will Ospreay. This brings about a "This is awesome" chant from the crowd after the conclusion of the Aerial Saturn's entrance before they've even locked up. And the third match result is Will Ospreay does defeat Drew McIntyre via pinfall. In a
Who
night
ain't
of
gonna
many
like that?
classics- Yeah. I mean, like, you got to keep the story arc of Drew McIntyre being angry just going somehow. So, in a night of many classics so far, this one takes the cake and is arguably one of the best matches in RWL history. In the early stages, it sees McIntyre cutting Ospreay off on multiple occasions for doing his high-flying and fast-paced offense at every turn. One particular brutal spot being McIntyre knocking Ospreay out of the sky on an Oscar attempt with a Glasgow kiss to the upper back. McIntyre also slows it down every chance he gets, yelling insults in his ear while locking headlocks. Ospreay finds his way back into the match in the middle portions, delivering a drop-style enziguri combo, and as the Scotsman rolls to the outside, the aerial assassin slingshots over the ropes with a body plancher. He quickly goes back to the top turnbuckle with his back facing to McIntyre on the floor, nailing a sky twisted press. The finish builds up quite nicely, with the Scottish Warrior having gained an advantage after countering an Ospreay flurry with a reverse Alabama slam. He goes to the corner and sizes up Ospreay for a claymore, but the Englishman pushes him to the ground and delivers a standing shooting star press for a tight 2 count. The Essex-born star goes back to the top rope and looks for the leap of faith, with McIntyre rolling out of the way and picking him for a future shot DDT for a tight 2 count. Ospreay fires off with a comeback, 2 forearms and a Robinson special (Cyclone Kick), and then an Oscutter for a tight 2 count. McIntyre staggers back to his feet, and Ospreay is in the corner, charges in looking for a hidden blade, but McIntyre ducks it, shoots off the ropes, and delivers a claymore for the tightest of 2.9s. He goes back to the corner for looking for another one, and as he runs in with his single leg in the air, he's caught by Ospreay with a quick and perfectly timed hidden blade to the skull, and he falls on top of McIntyre, exhausted, but he secures the 3 count, ending an epic clash. Damn.
Yeah.
And then we have our second promo of the evening, that being Roman Reigns speaks ahead of his Intercontinental Championship match with Bronson Reed. So we come back after a brief commercial break. Production cuts to the backstage area. The interviewer is standing in front of the camera, but it can be seen in the background that Raw's Intercontinental Champion Roman Reigns can be seen talking to 2 figures around the corner of the wall who are not visible. 2 voices can be heard talking back to him, and as was mentioned, cannot be seen. The interviewer and the camera crew approach him to ask him a few questions. The interviewer asks Roman to comment on who he was speaking to, as they are no longer there in the vicinity of the tribal chief. Reigns tells the interviewer to mind their damn business, although he reveals that all will be revealed in good time. He then says he will now address his upcoming title defense against Bronson Reed. Reigns comments that Reed may think of himself as a big bad man, that he's messing with a man who's going to go down as the greatest of all time, a man who's been in God mode for years now. And while the history says Reed has somewhat had the better of their rivalry in the past, things are different now, with people in his corner, such as John Cena. He says one thing will remain certain. After tonight, that being he will remain Intercontinental Champion, and that he and Cena will continue to hold all the power over the RWL. Reigns walks out of shot, thus concluding the segment.
Who was he talking to?
Who was he talking to? Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'll
And
find
then,
out.
well, of course, this transitions into the Intercontinental Championship match. The champion, Roman Reigns, defending against Bronson Reed. And in that match, Roman Reigns defeats Bronson Reed via pinfall to retain the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
This match is a hard-hitting back-and-forth contest, with each man getting their licks in periods throughout. Reed starts out the aggressor early on, going at Reigns with shot after shot, and power move after power move. Just when it looks like Reigns seems to be working his way back in, Reed shuts him down and goes for quick covers, which bring about 2 counts, all in the name of trying to wear down the tribal chief. Reigns makes his way back with 2 jumping lariats, but neither are enough to take the Ozilla down. Although he is staggered, so he goes off the ropes 4 times and nails him with a Superman punch. He goes to the corner to look for the spear, but is dropped by Reed, who uses his torso body block to knock down the tribal chief.
Oh my god,
The finish
once Reed to win.
The finish comes about when Reed again charges towards Reigns, looking for another torso body block attack, but this time, the reigning Intercontinental Champion pulls the referee into the Australian's path, and he is clattered instead, and he rolls to the outside.
Right, it's the ref bump in a Roman Reigns match.
Reigns has collapsed, though, and although Reed is conflicted as to what to do next, he goes up top looking for the tsunami. However, a set of arms can be seen shoving him off the top rope. The camera slowly pans to reveal the ring general Gunther.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
bullshit.
He helps Roman up to his feet and puts Reed in the sleeper hold standing up. Ray musters up one final burst of energy to yell towards the ceiling, and Rain runs in towards Reed, still locked in the sleeper by the Austrian behemoth. Gunther releases him at the last second, and the spear connects. Gunther puts a groggy referee back into the ring, and he slowly counts to 3. Meaning Roman Reigns is still Raw's Intercontinental Champion, and Gunther and Reigns stand side by side in the middle of the ring and shake hands, solidifying their alliance.
My god.
Gunther and Roman as an alliance. Yeah, everybody's
Spot
screwed.
3. Completed it, mate.
Yeah. And then we go to a interview with Dominic Mysterio, who speaks ahead of the steel cage match with John Cena in tonight's main event. So shortly after the conclusion of Reigns versus Reed in this shocking twist, an interviewer goes into the locker room area. Dominic Mysterio is found sitting on a bench, looking slightly focused, but also very perturbed by what he has just seen. The interviewer asks him what he thought of what just happened and how that will impact his thinking heading into a steel cage match with John Cena. Mysterio says he isn't sure what to think, other than that he knows he'll have to watch his back heading into tonight's main event. Moving on further in the tournament is at stake, and Raw's very existence is under threat by Cena, Reigns, and possibly even Gunther and Imperium, even though they don't work for the brand he's on. But he knows Reigns has one more trick up his sleeve because he was speaking to more than just Gunther tonight. He says while he doesn't know where the next threat will come from, he'll focus on making sure that Cena gets beat before he can even get his tyrannical plan started. And then match number 5 is a special tag team match. So CPF, close personal friends, Danny Black and Joe Lando of ECPW take on Raw's Beer Money, Bobby Roode and James Storm. And in this match, after we obviously get the usual entrances and the particular CPF party to Everybody Backstreet's Back, CPF did in fact defeat Beer Money via pinfall. In a tag team battle, generations and styles, the young men coming out on top over the veterans. Roode and Storm get on top early in the early going, stopping Black and Orlando from executing the high-flying maneuvers, their fast-paced counters, and from getting any quick tags together, using all the years of experience to slow them down. However, CPF work their way back in eventually and find an opening when they see that Storm and Roode are now gasping for air. Black and Lando do stereo suicide dives to the outside after doing simultaneous insigures to the two larger men as they charge in. The finish sees Black and Orlando isolating Storm, and after a combination of strikes from the former stuns the Cowboy, he launches Lando off the ropes, who does a shooting star crossbody. Roode comes back and delivers a Roode bomb to Black, but he gets caught with a Matrix cutter by Lando. Storm finds an opening to roll up Lando, but he rolls over it too and sits down deep, hooking both legs tight and gets a huge 3 count and a big upset win. While Storm looks dejected after the bell, when Roode comes back to check on him, the two teams come together after the bell and shake hands, raising each other's arms to a round of applause from the crowd.
Big win for them.
I was going to say, that's a huge upset.
Yeah, indeed. And in the penultimate match of the evening, we have Lyra Valkyria versus Sapphire Reed in the ECPW Women's Championship Tournament second round. But I'd just like to point out this detail because it's funny to me. So after a brief ad break advertising Nando's, Will Ospreay secured the partnership and starred in it. We return to the arena where the lights turn green and yellow and white. Sapphire Reed has been rather impressive as of late, walks menacingly, mean mugging the crowd as per usual. She walks with purpose, knowing she's one step closer to glory in the form of the ECPW Women's Championship. She sidesteps around the ring as her last bit of warm-up. Then obviously we get the lights turning blue, white, and black, with Lyra Valkyria leading the crowd in woos upon every beat drop. The Lady of the Opera and the Radioactive One, they're a hole for each other before the opening bell. You know, talking to, well, Reed talks plenty of trash. Lady Opera smiles sarcastically back, but Lyra Valkyria did in fact beat Sapphire Reed via pinfall, and she advances to the next round. The two youngsters have a barn burner of the penultimate match of the evening, with Valkyria coming out on top. The two start being highly technical, going lock up for lock up and hold for hold. But when Reed gets the upper hand in those exchanges, she occasionally slaps Valkyria or brushes her face. The Irish woman finally fires back with a big kick to the jaw after being made to be frustrated by the Radioactive One. The middle portion sees Reed taking control, taking Valkyria to the outside to launch it back and forth between barricade, apron, and ring posts before rolling back into the ring for a tight 2 count. Valkyria comes back with two forearm strikes, a spinning back kick to the gut, and an axe kick to the back of the neck, and then a springboard tornado DDT for a 2 count. The finish sees Reed looking to power drive the Lady of the Opera off the ring apron, but Valkyria wriggles free and delivers the Nightwing on the apron and another in the ring for the 3 count, meaning she moves on to the next round of the ECPW Women's Championship Tournament.
Nice.
Then before the main event, we get a special video package about the steel cage match. So that's after the conclusion of Valkyria versus Reed. The production cuts a video package about the steel cage match between Dominic Mysterio and John Cena. It starts by describing the sheer brutal nature of the structure itself before recapping the dominance of Cena's tyrannical reign over Raw alongside Roman Reigns so far. It then describes how Dominic Mysterio, despite being inherently dirty to his core, hopes he can be Raw's knight in shining armor. It then concludes with saying that whoever steps out of that cage tonight may not come out the same, but one thing remains certain. The winner will go another step closer to becoming the heavyweight champion of the world. Cena, Mysterio, live next.
Ooh.
Inside a steel cage, who's going to advance?
Dominic Mysterio versus John Cena in a steel cage match. The winner advances to the next round of the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. We get both guys making their entrances. But the final result being Dominic Mysterio does lose to John Cena via
No.
pinfall, which means the GOAT advances to the next round of the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. Mysterio and Cena put on a main event worthy of the top billing in another clash of generations. Cena takes control early on, smashing Mysterio's head into the cage walls on opposite sides several times over, before delivering a Luthez press and punches and a hip toss neckbreaker for a 2 count. Mysterio climbs his way back into the match, firing off with a comeback of his own before giving Cena his taste of his own medicine and slamming the greatest of all time's head into the steel cage walls 3 times.
Go Dominic.
The middle portion sees Mysterio in control, delivering the 3 Amigos and a frog splash for a tight 2 count. Mysterio goes up again with yet another frog splash attempt, only this time Cena rolls through with Dominic after the count of 2, delivering the attitude adjustment, but he collapses after the fact out of sheer exhaustion. The finish sees both men rising in opposite corners of the ring before meeting in the middle with a strike exchange and firing off the ropes, and both going down on a clothesline attempt. The camera focuses on Cena and Mysterio down on one side of the ring, zoomed in, but the fans can be heard popping. A hole has been burst from underneath the ring, inside the cage. And who emerges from it but the Rainmaker, Kazuchika
fuck yourself.
Okada.
Yeah, fuck yourself.
Oh my god.
He's holding a steel cage that he's brought from underneath the ring, and he's
Steel
in
cage?
cahoots with Cena, Roman Reigns, and Gunther.
He's bringing a steel
Yeah.
cage with him. He has his own steel cage.
He's holding a steel chair, that's what I meant. That he's brought from underneath the ring, and he's in cahoots with Cena, Roman Reigns, and Gunther. He picks up a lifeless Mysterio, delivering a tombstone pile driver on the chair and a Rainmaker short arm clothesline. He helps Cena to his feet, gestures his hand towards Mysterio, and Cena delivers the attitude adjustment for the 3 count. After the bell, Cena has his hand raised by Okada and the referee, and the show goes off the air with the 2 of them being joined by Reigns, Gunther, and his Imperial stablemates all standing tall.
Yeah, fuck yourself.
Oh,
Fuck you both. Okay.
Wow.
that's the show.
Yeah, what a show. Yeah, fuck you both.
What does the commissioner have
Yeah,
to
you
say?
gave.
What?
You want to? All 4 of them are suspended. I've had it.
What about his Imperium stablemate?
This
You
is
want to suspend them?
bullshit.
You have to get patent first.
This is bullshit. But yeah, no, great show.
I know.
I thought
I liked it.
I thought having CPF defeat Beer Money, that was. I read that and I was like, really? You're putting over the young guys.
Yeah.
I would have.
I thought,
I thought for sure you guys were gonna go Beer Money.
yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Both my tag teams lost.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck?
I didn't
Get
think
your
of that.
shit- get your
Oh.
shit together.
And now they have the titles too. That was my idea though.
You wanna know? I got a problem with you. Why is it every time we do this, you have to make some fucking super group out of nowhere?
Fun.
Why not? It's just fun, isn't it?
First it was MJF and Cody and that whole fucking thing. Now you got Cena, Roman. You got the Titans of fucking wrestling over here.
Okay,
And
let me
I'm
just
just gonna
state our names, our occupations, and our purposes of this league visit. Liam and Aled, ECPW GM, Raw GM. Purpose, fun.
Fun. The end. It's
The
fun. But Vado, you think that's something? It's not even over yet.
Well, he suspended us, so he suspended them, so we're probably in trouble. So we can't even put them
No,
suspended.
they're not suspended, but still, fuck you.
Yay!
Yeah, but
Cena,
But-
on the other hand.
who says the group is even finished yet?
Cena, on the other hand.
Well, Cena can't be suspended because he needs to fire him.
Suspended.
Nah,
Dominic
mate.
advances.
I think
Fuck-
you
fuck
should be
Cena.
suspended. I think you should be suspended. Hey, if you take Cena's win away from him, then we should all agree that CM Punk's win should be taken away from him.
Fair enough. Anyway, no, just kidding.
But it's not done yet. The group is not finished yet. Ha ha ha.
Ah.
Oh God. What? Who
Who,
else is?
who else is going to be added? My God.
I don't know. But we didn't get
Fuck's
5
sake.
stars because nobody gave us. We get
Yeah, no,
nobody gave
why
us
did
a
you give
4.5.
4.5?
Which is dumb.
Yeah, why the deduction of the 0.5?
What did we do?
Noble.
Like one. It's the almost a 5, but one critique at this point. Like, what are you gonna do with Beer Money after they lost?
Well, that's
Good
up to Ed.
question.
That's up to
Yeah.
Ed because, yeah.
Liam's like, I ain't got anything to do with this.
Yeah. Although I made the decision for CPF to win, and granted, I feel like I did protect them by not having them take CPF's finisher. So,
Yeah, Beer Money will be fine. What I need to focus on is getting my tag titles back.
yeah.
It's just one hiccup.
What?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's just one hiccup that Beer Money have faced.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll be back.
Experience always.
And
kind
everyone
of
loses.
at the end. Experience always comes to the fore at the end of the day at some point. They just got,
Yes.
out worked by a younger team who have more stamina. So,
Exactly.
Everyone else gave it a 5.
Anyway. Yeah, everyone else did give it a 5. Thanks.
but yeah, I feel like we did a good job of keeping shocks throughout the show. Every consistent thing. You had the show open, Aussie Open won the titles, then you have Gozilla's debut, then you have Ospreay facing McIntyre, then you have Gunther helping Reigns, then you have Okada fighting all of them.
Well, hold on. Actually, can I ask? Did you guys talk about the Ospreay McIntyre match?
Yeah. We talked about everything.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Drew should have came out on top in that one. I don't know why.
Okay.
I think that was the
But
one
then
thing
at the
that
same
threw me
time,
off. But at the same time, I can also see it going either way too. So that's why I was like, I can't really argue with it.
the purpose of having Ospreay beat McIntyre was because of Let's doing an arc on Raw where it's very mirrored McIntyre's arc in real life up until this past Friday in real life anyway. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, it's still 5 out of 5 show for me at least.
Thanks.
5 out of 5 shows with 4 suspensions.
That have immediately been lifted.
Yeah. Wade Barrett is like throwing hands right now.
I've put some breaking news, by the way.
Say it quick.
Yeah, I
We
just
gotta
had
get, we
it.
gotta get to the show.
That's fine. It's very quick. So during the heart of the NNY Championship match, Grado suffered an injury to the shoulder that will sideline him for the next couple of months. As a result, Grado has reluctantly had to withdraw from the TVW Television Championship tournament, meaning Simon Miller will face either Kevin Owens or Mustafa Ali in the championship final.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
His job just became a little bit harder.
Indeed.
Anyway, yes, back to you, Radio. Well, Payson and Noble now.
Yep.
Yep.
Up next is MCW and CPW. And I gotta say, having to fix one of the issues in this show kind of drives me nuts. Because apparently,
It's a good
do
show,
you guys want me to tell it, or do you?
You could tell that,
I
Radio.
mean, honestly, this is why I'm about ready to ban AI altogether, because this is ridiculous. Let's just say there's a match in here that we had to convince someone to rewrite because they were using AI to pick winners, and Noble should have spoke up and said, yeah.
That someone is Payson, by the way.
I should have spoke up. That's my fucking bad.
Yeah, I'm about ready to ban AI altogether. Just say fuck it, no AI in this league, because this is ridiculous.
Next time, we're not gonna get it changed for you. If you don't speak up next time, then
Yeah,
Yeah, then you have
next
to
time
suffer
the
a
outcome's
result.
the outcome.
Yeah, like the only time I use AI is promos, not the matches
I
altogether.
don't care. If this issue comes across again, no more AI. I'm done. Because that's
I
just
blame
stupid.
John Cena.
I mean, seriously though, it is.
Other
It's
than
just
that,
stupid.
though, it's actually a quite decent show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a decent show.
for that show, I'm gonna tell you my war games participants.
All right.
It was a decent show, but then
Cool.
again, it does come down to clear communication with the people that you're working with as well.
Yeah.
You should have said your matches and who you wanted to win.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why it's not. I haven't given it a 5. That's why. Anyway, go ahead.
Where is Peter, anyways?
Yeah, I know.
He's
Yeah,
muted.
where is he?
Hey, loudmouth, your show's up. Well, someone better start reading, otherwise I'm gonna go through the whole show quicker than shit.
Someone's doing a short read.
You
I didn't.
wait, what?
What?
I don't agree to that, Peyton.
I listen.
Okay, I
I'm
guess
busy
I'm
right
doing
now,
it.
but-
No, I'm doing it. Nope, fuck you. Fuck off. Alright. You guys are getting a quick show read here for this one, because apparently neither of these two want to fucking read. So anyway, this is the CPW
fucking read.
MCW Super Show. Starts off with Papa Roach's To Be Loved, or whatever. It says here, commentators, welcome everyone to CPW MCW Super Show. We are coming to you live from the Xfinity Mobile Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as we have the talent for both CPW and MCW together, are coming together to put on an amazing show for all of you folks today. But we do have some words from both the CPW and MCW GM as we head backstage to them now. Let's see. Peyton says, hello, Philadelphia, and welcome to CPW MCW Super Show. Me and Noble are very excited to be here with all of you here today. As Noble, we have brought some talent from both CPW and MCW to have a stack show. Is it right? Is it right? Good. What the? What are you fucking 70s fucking talking people?
Yes, Peyton is.
Isn't that right, good sir?
Like, do you want me to read this bit?
Oh my
I'd like you
god.
guys to, yes. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
I'm about ready to skip all of it and just go through the matches and just be like, all right, here's the results.
Yep.
Never doing this
So I
again.
said-
I'm scratching this one off the wheel. Swear to God.
No, just don't
That
let
is-
these two team up together.
That is right, Mr. Cash. We do indeed got ourselves a stacked show for you, guys and gals, tonight. That includes our main event where Triple H faced Damian Priest in a good old Philly street fight to become MCW's first ever World Heavyweight Champion. Women's tag match to determine the outcome of what kind of match are we getting for the MCW Women's Championship next week. And we got some more. What do you got out of CPW's matches there, Peyton? And Peyton says, well, I can confirm that the Young Bucks are cleared and we will kick off the night off with the Brothers of Destruction taking on the Young Bucks for the CPW World Tag Team titles. And after knowing that Brock Lesnar wants gold after his dominant performance last week, he will once again face Bray Wyatt, but in a last man standing match. And the winner will face Samoa Joe at War Games for the CPW World Heavyweight Championship. And Ray Phoenix will be taking on Finn Balor of Bullet Club Reborn for the CPW State Line title. But we also have a co-branded match between the CPW World Heavyweight Champion Samoa Joe taking on Noble, who is Joe taking on tonight. And I said Samoa Joe is taking on an ECW legend who just won his MCW debut last week. The most dangerous man you ever meet. in the square circle. Homicidal, genocidal, suicidal. His name is Sabu.
So then Peyton goes, well then, let's not waste any time here, folks. Let's get the Super Show right away. So then we got the Young Bucks taking on I'm
It's
gonna assume Kane and the
it's Bray
Undertaker.
Wyatt. Kane Undertaker, yeah.
Well, what is it?
He needs to fix the formatting of the show.
Yeah, wait, what do we got here? Hold on. So transitions to the Young Bucks coming out. The trio of destruction would make their entrance as Wyatt would just stand there this time as he has prepared for his match against Lesnar. The Undertaker and Kane walk slowly to the ring. So yeah, it's the Brothers of Destruction pretty much versus the Young Bucks.
Yup.
Yeah, so then he has the Brothers of Destruction defeating the Young Bucks by the looks of it 1, 2, 3. And the Brothers of Destruction win the CPW Tag Team Championships.
Yup.
Okay.
Then and of course we got another promo, which is a new tag team, and CPW sends a message.
It says, looks like it's Aleister Black and
Stephen Amell.
who the fuck? Yeah, okay. So yeah, they pretty much cut a promo saying, "You were here to. We are here to end you as you witness the Black. Is that the tag team name, Peyton? I'm gonna assume. The Black Arrow.
Yes.
Why aren't you reading your show? This is pissing me off. Anyway, so then we got Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair taking on Julia Hart and Tatum Paxley. Now, this was the match that we had to change up because of the AI bullshit. But pretty much we have Paxley and Hart defeating Belair and Cargill. The crowd is in
Yep.
shock and started to boo Hart and Paxley as they have cheated via mist and have earned their spots in the MCW Women's Championship match at the next MCW taping. Wait, Women's Championship? Wait. You mean Women's Tag Team Championship or Women's Championship together?
The Women's Championship.
Okay. So then we got Finn Balor taking on Rey Fenix. This is for the CPW State Line Championship. And
that is correct.
By the looks of it, Rey Fenix ends up retaining the State Line Championship as Balor looked like he was getting ready to end it with the 1916. Phoenix would flip out and hit a sudden Spanish fly. The crowd erupts as Phoenix ascends the ropes, balancing perfectly before launching a breathtaking fire dive before picking up the 1, 2, 3. Right?
Yep.
Okay. So then The Rock comes out. The Rock's got a microphone. Finally, The Rock
What does he want?
The Rock has come back to this ring.
Now the last time I don't know, honestly. I didn't do that promo.
Where are they? It should be finally The Rock has come back to Philadelphia. There you go. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. Now, last time on MCW, The Rock was facing Triple H in the World Title qualifier. Minding his own damn business. What?
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put a stop here. I'm sorry. I can already tell that this whole promo was typed up with AI and shit. I can already tell. Just based on what I'm reading. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip over all of it because Jesus Christ, this is annoying. But I'm just gonna assume that it's The Rock calling out Joe Hendry and Mr. Iguana.
Correct.
Okay. Jesus Christ. The arena buzzes as Fandango's music hits, or Fandango, however the hell you want to say his name.
And BANG Bingo is his name, right?
Yep. MCW Kennebec Valley Campion. The fuck's a campion? A lad?
This is hurting my.
I mean, it's
This
supposed
is
to.
really
It's
hurting my.
supposed to say champion.
That's why I was gonna ask. Like, what the fuck is a campion, for fuck's sake?
It's supposed to say champion.
Fandango announces a championship open challenge, bragging about outclassing everyone with his style, rhythm, and finesse. He says it doesn't matter who answers, he'll dance circles around them and walk out champion again. Then Obafemi comes out.
Ah,
Oh yeah, because this
Yep.
is gonna end
go
well.
off, Fandango.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Good luck,
it's not gonna end
Fandango.
well.
Yeah, Fandango gets killed pretty much, and Obafemi wins the MCW Kennebec Valley Championship.
Yeah.
This is what you get. Yeah, this is what you get for winning a mid card title in probably
My head
in a
hurts.
from last week's show, from the WrestlePalooza booking here, and now you get to lose to Obafemi. So yeah, sorry, not sorry, Fandango.
Well, next we got the Samoa Joe versus Sabu. And
How many matches are on this card?
a lot. Samoa Joe beat Sabu in what looks
Yep.
like Sabu was pretty much
Damn.
controlling until Joe took over.
Yep. Looks about it does.
Wait, what the
What?
fuck is it? We cut back to Peyton in his office as he hears a knock at his door. Adam Cole of the Undisputed Era and Alexa Bliss walk into the office, and Peyton pretty much announces that they're the War Games participants.
I'm just saying, both Adam Cole and Alexa Bliss would not say, "We got your message, Mr. Cash."
Yeah, no,
They would say, "What do you
Cole
want?"
will tell you to go fuck yourself, and Bliss would be like, hurry up.
That would have been the most realistic approach. But yeah.
Why did I rate this show 4? I should have read more this better.
Why
then we
did it
got
do 4?
It's the main event now, anyway.
Yeah, so then we got Brock.
Oh,
No,
God.
Brock Lesnar comes out. Because this is going to end well. And I guess he's taking on Bray.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Bray was almost down, was out for an 8 count, but he got back up. Bray then gets destroyed again. And it looks like Bray is down for 10.
I'm surprised Brock Lesnar is still with CPW. I'm surprised he hasn't asked to leave yet.
So Brock Lesnar wins, but he doesn't celebrate. He stumbles backwards, exhausted, battered, staring at an unmoving Bray. And now he's focused on Samoa Joe's CPW World Heavyweight Championship at War Games. So that's Peyton's match at War Games, is Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar.
Could be a decent match.
100% that last part was written by AI.
Probably. So then we got Damian Priest and Triple H.
Yep, in a good old Philly street fight for the MCW World Heavyweight title.
Wait. Did I read something wrong? Oh wait, yeah, that's a CPW. Okay, so this is Noble's. So Noble has Damian Priest.
So this is the actual main event.
Yeah. So Noble has Damian Priest defeating Triple H to become the MCW World Heavyweight Champion. There's bodies and
Yup.
debris all over the place. It says here, bloodied but unbroken. How the fuck?
I don't know.
AI.
Triple H is helped to his feet by officials, staring back at the champion with a look of hard-earned respect as the camera fades to black, ending the Super Show. And I do have news here. After that brutal, filthy street fight, Triple H is gonna be out for out. It's gonna be out with a
I thought it was a
significant
Falls Count
injury,
Anywhere
but
match.
Well, anyway. So
I thought it was a street fight, and then it says he wins by the count of 10, which is like last man standing stuff.
Yeah,
like
I'm so confused.
street fight, there is no.
I know.
count.
AI got confused.
Okay. You want? I'm just gonna make
Anyway,
a
Damien's the new
I-
champion.
Yeah, Damien's the world champion, ending the show. It was a good show.
Hey. Peyton, my critique is format your show better.
Yeah, it's all over the place. Here.
My critique is talk to each other.
Yeah, that. Well,
Not just Peyton, Noble too. You do have to speak up about things.
I'm sorry. After reading all this,
Yup.
I'm gonna put a ban on AI. I'm sorry, I can't. This is ridiculous.
That's fair.
I mean, this is. Everything's just all over the place, from the promos to the fucking results after.
To the actual match
It's
itself.
not clean. It's not consistent.
The main event says it was a street fight, but it changed to a last man standing.
I'm putting a ban on AI. I'm sorry. If I don't do this, the shit's not gonna get any better. I have to. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. All right. Well, anyway, that's week 4, and now we move on to the War Games stuff.
War Games.
So, by the looks of it, we already have some matches. We already have some matches announced here. So we have the men's and women's War Games, which the teams are NNW, Raw, and TVW going up against ECPW, PCW, and MCW. So from what I got, NNW is represented by Punk, Raw is represented by Sheamus, TVW is represented by MJF. CPW is represented by Adam Cole. MCW is represented by Jeff Hardy. ECPW, I don't have a person yet.
Because the breaking news is that in War Games, ECPW's representative will be Konosuke Takeshita. And for the women,
you're gonna have to send me this once you, because I'm probably gonna lose it.
Yep.
Again.
Okay, I will, don't worry. I'll make sure I remember as well. So
Okay.
Takeshita will be representing the men's side. On the women's side, I'm sending in Jamie Hayter.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right.
No, you're not, Peyton. No, you're not. If I do, I'm giving your show an automatic 0.
I'm gonna announce my match for War Games if I can.
Yeah,
We'll do it after as well.
Yeah, because I'm gonna announce mine too.
I'm gonna. So John Cena's already through in the World Title Tournament, so he's in the final. He needs an opponent. So my match at the pay-per-view will be Edge vs Cody Rhodes in a street fight.
Really?
Yeah, because they both advanced there.
Okay.
It's a street fight, not a last man standing match.
Well, so for my match, Swerve has really been wanting to take care of this whole little problem that has been him versus Logan Paul. So I'm making the match official for the NNW World Heavyweight Championship. It will be Swerve versus Logan Paul
Ooh.
in a TLC match.
Ooh.
Right.
Nice.
My match. So, as you all know, I'm doing tournaments to crown champions. There is still one more quarterfinal match for the TVW World Championship. So, whoever wins this match, which is taking place at War Games, that match is LA Knight versus Bobby Lashley. Whoever wins that will face John Moxley in the semi-final.
Nice.
Okay. I can reveal my matches. If you've noticed, there was the weeks prior to the Super Show, you've been seeing the likes of Aussie Open, Rusev, and Will Ospreay, Ilya Dragunov, several others going to war on my show. So I can now reveal that in a 4-on-4
Ooh.
elimination tag team match, it will be Will Ospreay, Callum Newman, Ilya Dragunov, and I'm still figuring this out. Give me a mistake.
Right.
So Will Ospreay, Callum Newman, Ilya Dragunov, and Kota Ibushi
Ooh.
versus Aussie Open, Kyle Fletcher, Mark Davis, Rusev, and Ricochet.
Ooh.
The Open and Rusev. Best faction ever.
Yeah. So a lot of cohesive feud crossovers in there and stuff, but yeah.
That'll be interesting. That should be fun.
Yeah.
In keeping with morphine,
Wait, what's the women's War Games match then? Who's in that?
So the women's War Games is NNW's Sky Blue, Raw's EO Sky, and TVW's Chelsea Green takes on ECPW's Jamie Hayter, CPW's Alexa Bliss, and MCW's Jade Cargill.
That'll be a good match. That's actually quite even on both sides, I think.
The women's one will start off the pay-per-view. The men's one will finish the pay-per-view.
Yeah, okay.
And also, the commissioner will be making a special announcement on the pay-per-view. So yeah.
Commissioner becoming Triple H now, making everything about himself, yeah. Giving himself TV time.
Hey,
Hey.
shut up.
And
Leave me alone.
there's no wheel spin because it's a pay-per-view.
Yes, the wheel spin will return after the pay-per-view. So yeah.
What are we
Hey,
doing it? Like,
so there is a channel that I just created that's underneath this one. You guys can type your matches in there. And then obviously I'll type the men's and women's war game in my match. and stuff like that.
Yeah. When are we doing it? Like, what date?
So the next time, so your matches have to be typed up and done by the 27th.
27th. Okay.
Yes, the 27th.
2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Cool.
Just as a reminder, AI is banned.
Yes.
Peyton.
Peyton.
But also,
stop.
also for Noble because Noble uses it for
Peyton,
promos.
did you
Well,
just
if you're still going to use it, I feel like you probably should be just removed from the league personally. Because if you're not you didn't make any effort to try and read a show. You've been pretty much
I
defying
was
every league
busy.
set.
I was busy.
I don't care. I want creativity. I don't want AI.
I don't have creativity.
I
I
don't.
just fucking
You
don't.
did before.
That's because I use AI for everything. It's helpful for me.
I don't care.
Well, using AI.
Well, you wanna what? You wanna what? Fine. If your match at the pay-per-view does not deliver up to what I believe it should be, and you use AI, then I'm gonna ban it. So it better fucking deliver a quality result. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, it will be. I promise you.
No, because if it doesn't, I'm banning it, and you will see me ban it. And if you're gonna bitch
That
and
also goes
complain,
for,
then we'll figure it out from there. I honestly do not care.
that goes for Noble too, because for promos and stuff.
Yes. So, but anyway, check out the Wrestler podcast. We go live every Thursday.
Yeah, we're on the road to 1,000
videos up.
subs.
New video is up.
It is.
We'll get some more videos out as well.
Yeah, we do want to try and make more videos. Actually, if you have any ideas, let us know.
Yes. But anyway, see you next.